Okay, there we are. The FeiyuTech WG2 Wearable Gimbal. Now, this is the second one that I've had. First one basically I got in the post and the board had malfunctioned, so none of the function settings is working, so I've actually had a chance to have a look around this. What you get in the box is your hello and welcome to the FeiyuTech family, and then here you get your warranty card and the instruction book. And actually in the box itself is pretty cool, like a foam bag really it comes in. I like packaging as well. You can have good packaging, I think, when you're selling a product, especially when it's this kind of money. So let's just put that on there. So here we have it, a FeiyuTech WG2 Gimbal. And this is the waterproof one. So as you'll see, what you get actually in the bag is the Sessions mount, a GoPro SLR adapter, so you can literally connect it to your GoPro. To the bottom of it actually is a connector like the SLR, with a cord, 3/4 I think. You get your USB charger, moisture pack. The actual packing itself is pretty, quite well padded. Won't take any weight, but it'll help for knocks. So what you get here as well is the actual device itself. It comes packaged with a travel clip. So just pop that off by pulling it each side, and just slides off, releases your gimbal. And then to access that, push it up a little bit, and this will run free then. So what you'll see here is basically these two marker points. The first one is for your sessions, so when you're balancing the actual camera out, you can actually use the sessions and the Hero 5 and the Hero 6. So you just balance the two basically that way. I'll show you that now in a second. So let's take the packaging out. Just pop this off like that. You actually take these screws, they'll sit there in themselves like that. So what you have is your camera, got my GoPro Hero, got the 5, so this will sit in quite nice with it. Let's drop your attachment over. This is the fiddly bit. Go for protect me now. There. Okay, so once that's in there, see it's got a cutout for the actual GoPro screen. And what you're going to do is just balance this. So just undo it, slide this right over to that first point, pull that so it's nice and tight, and just let it sit there. It's not the best at balancing, but this is for the 5. Okay, that's basically it. So what you want to do is hold the power button in, and it'll go green on a flat surface, and what it'll do is it'll set itself up and calibrate itself, and that's literally it. That's your gimbal on. As you'll see, it'll always track forward and keep the camera in that level state. left and right, or pan. But up and down is fixed. If you go 1, 2, what this will now do is allow a 3 degree of angle, but then it'll start to pan with whatever direction you're going in. And then again, left and right. And it's quite smooth. I've actually tried this and doing 360s in a room, and you can't hear the motors, which is very nice. Again, the next feature on this is basically the selfie feature, or 180. So 1, 2, 3, and this will spin the camera around so you can actually do the good old selfie. And again, that'll still pan up and down, left and right, like so. And again, if you do press it once, that'll hold it in that fixed state, so it'll not pan up and down, but it'll still pan left and right. So that's pretty cool. And then again, to bring it back around, 2, 3, and then I'll literally set it back to the forward position. Now you can use these in the other state, which is like this. So if you want it on a selfie stick, you can have it that way. But basically you need to turn it on in this position, and then it'll actually auto rotate its head the other way. And again, if you want it in this position, if you want to hang it underneath something like this, again, turn it on in this position, and it'll set the camera up to be in this position facing forward. Or you could always just use the app and spin the head around, which I'll show you in a second, which is pretty cool. Let's put it that way. Now they do have a time-lapse option on this again, so there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll hear it go into the mode. Set it to what position you want, and then say for instance that position, press the button, and then set it in your other time-lapse position, which is what your end state will be, and then press the button again, and you'll see that it'll just spin around, and it will now actually go down through the whole process of the time-lapse. And this is good for doing like videos in rooms, 360s, sunsets, you name it, it's pretty good. Once it ends, it'll finish its cycle and then reset back to the original state. Now the app itself is pretty cool. You do have an app which goes with it, and it just connects to it by Bluetooth, and you can remote the actual camera from it. I'll show you that now. Okay, so basically you just download the FeiyuTech app and just connect to it, and when you hit the Wi-Fi button, actually I'll show you it. So it's you literally open the app, so WG2 series, connect to the gimbal, and then you hit search and it'll find your device. So you literally get into the app and you have the little remote option. But from here, basically, put a little bit further in, as you'll see the little joystick for it. So what you can actually do is auto rotate the camera itself and the gimbal up and down. So you can mount this to a car or a bike, GoPro body harness, you name it, and then actually remote access this gimbal, which is pretty cool. But actually from here as well you can change all the settings that you want to do. So for instance your auto rotate, so this is where you want to set your time lapse. You can set this through to 8 hours from 15 seconds, and then like I say, I've got mine set for 30, hit save, and that is literally, that's all you've got to do. And then it will show you how far or how long it's got left to do the track. Your motor dynamics, and these dynamics are basically what are set for the motor, so you can actually have them running a little bit faster. Bearing in mind that if you have these running faster, you've got to run the risk of actually hearing your motors through your video footage. But if you're going to overlay music or a track above it, it don't really matter. But I found that the speed's pretty good. Your follow settings, and these are good for your panning and tilting. So at the moment they're set to 3%, so you'll follow your dead zone, it won't do anything up until 3%, and then it'll start to follow. So basically that's your up and your down, and your follow speed left and right, and that's pretty much it. And then your tilting speeds, sorry, tilting speeds, pan and tilting. that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's pretty much simple and basic, but you can do updates and firmware updates from here as well. That's pretty much it. Got a little bit of kit. Grab yourself one. Nice buttery smooth footage on the way, so we'll get some footage together, and we're going to use this around Thailand, so you'll see some good stuff coming from it anyway. But thanks for watching, enjoy.